Hi everyone, welcome back to the Strawberry Loli channel. This is your friendly neighborhood Slytherin Ren. Now yes, as you can see by my makeup and whole get up today, I am fully in my Barbie bag, okay, get into it. But I assure you I am a purebred Slytherin at heart, through and through. Two things can be right at once, so maybe we need a word to combine like the Barbie and the Slytherin ideologies. Barbarin? No, Slither Barb. Slither Barb. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video that I have planned for today. I just wanted to sit down and chit chat with you guys about some of the new releases that have been coming out lately that have caught my eye. When I was first initially going through this list, I really had this heavy definitive sense of like, I'm just not in the mood to buy anything lately. But then the more that I was looking at some of these gorgeous promo pictures and the more I thought about like the new themes and concepts that these brands are coming out with. I mean, one thing I will say, the marketing departments at these brands deserve all the awards, okay? Because here I was minding my business, really thinking that, okay, I'm in a no-buy era, because I'm honestly very happy and content with what I have already in my collection. And to be honest, there's still a lot of things like new, unused, untouched palettes even that I have yet to get a chance to sit down and really play with. So I came into this feeling really confident and strong-minded. Also, I have like, you know, different goals for my money for the rest of this year. Like I want to prioritize travel more. Next week until the end of this month, I'm going to Shanghai to visit my dad and other relatives that I haven't seen in 3 years since COVID started. In September, someone very important is coming to Tokyo, so I'm like getting ready to host her. Not that I'm hosting her in my house or anything, but I want to be there to like, you know, help her out. And then in October I have my own like the biggest trip for me personally this year, which I have planned to go to Dubai. I don't have my plane tickets or hotel or anything booked yet, but I'm definitely going because I signed up for this event that's happening on October 18th over there, so I'm definitely gonna have to make sure that I'm there, you know, the third week of October. So all of this stuff costs money, right? And it's also genuinely exciting. It's a change from the day-to-day that I've kind of found myself stuck in. I wouldn't say that I was stuck in a rut necessarily, but yeah, I'm really excited for the next couple of months to come. Things are really gonna shake up a little bit and be exciting. So I say all that to say that I was pretty confident that makeup was going to stay lower on my priority list. But anyway, like I said, after going down the rabbit hole a little bit of all of the new sparkly, magical looking releases that are coming out, I can feel my willpower weakening. So yeah, maybe it would be helpful if you guys could also weigh in on what you think I should or should not purchase this time around as well. I would really appreciate it if you let me know your honest thoughts in the comments. Obviously, if there's something that you're really interested in that you truly just want to see me review on my channel, feel free to let me know. Okay, so without further ado, that was a very long convoluted intro. I have not rambled that long in a while, but yeah, I wanted to update you guys a little bit as well on what plans I have going on in my personal life aside from makeup. So okay, the first and probably like biggest, most exciting launch, at least definitely social media wise, is the new Swan Ballet collection by Flower Nose. When I first looked through these, I was like, okay, obviously it's very gorgeous, very ornate, everything that we've come to expect from Flower Nose, and I have personally confirmed that as well with the recent purchase that I made from their Moonlight Mermaid series, which I am very satisfied with. However, just based on pure first impressions, I did not immediately connect to this Swan Ballet. Like, I'm not a ballet person, you know, I never took it when I was little. I don't go to the ballet. I don't think I've ever seen a ballet performance in person actually. Maybe one when I was little. Nothing against it, it's just it's never been part of my personal wheelhouse of interests. Even the really mainstream ones, like, I don't know, the Nutcracker Ballet that's really big around Christmas time, I just never had that much interest in ballet in general. So I didn't feel an immediate connection to this Swan Ballet theme or concept as I did with the mermaid theme of the previous launch. Also, I find that the designs this time around, they really closely resemble Jill Stewart's entire aesthetic, which is obviously very accessible to me here in Japan. I can go walk into any department store or log onto any major shopping channel and purchase things off of Jill Stewart Beauty if I so desired, which I haven't. for a long time. And that's another huge thing, especially with a lot of these Chinese brands, but I guess like every non-Japanese brand in general, every brand that I'm not able to get immediately like off of a shelf here in an actual storefront in Japan or from a Japanese shopping channel, you know, anything that I need to really go out of my way to order from a special website or wait some ridiculous amount of time, like for the Flower Nose Moonlight Mermaid collection, I remember waiting 3 months or something ridiculous, and that's through no fault of the brand itself. You know, I mentioned in my Flower Nose review video that they made it very clear on the Japanese Flower Nose website that we would have to wait a certain amount of time before we would able to receive our items. But just that whole aspect of like the pre-order and having to wait months and months on end for a new collection, for me personally, it really does put a damper on the whole experience and excitement of it all. Obviously, I was very happy when I finally did get the items in the mail, and I won't say that these were not worth the wait. I mean, come on, look at that. So gorgeous. But I will say that I'm very hesitant and picky going forward about what collection or what brand I'm willing to do this for. I mean, I'm not willing to do it for any brand, really. I'm sorry, when it comes to makeup, I want my instant gratification, and I don't think that's too much to ask as a consumer, because we are spoiled for choice, right? There's a lot of brands competing for our attention and money these days. So I say that this is, you know, a sign for the brands to step up, okay? I expect every brand to pull out all the stops in terms of satisfying me as a customer, not just with the products itself, but with the customer service. Like, they all want a piece of our money. I think it's only fair that we let them have at it. Let them battle it out in the Coliseum. What are the plus alphas that they're gonna offer to us that will make us choose their brand over all the others? You know what I mean? I talk all that ish, but guess what? The moment I saw this glorious vampiric color story, this #2 Black Swan eyeshadow palette, okay? That rich red, black, white, and gray color story, like, are you kidding me? Forget Black Swan. It's giving me Phantom of the Opera. It's giving me a little bit of My Chemical Romance. Like, this is my kind of color story, okay? So now I'm thinking, wait a minute, okay, maybe I'm not really interested in anything else in this collection, but that Black Swan color story though, ooh, like, maybe I should make an exception for that one. But see, this is the slippery slope with Flower Nose, because if I make an exception, I might as well purchase the whole collection, you know? Because if I'm gonna have to wait 3 months anyway, I might as well make the entire wait worth it for myself. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm so conflicted now. Yeah, anyway, I'm very conflicted. Like, I don't even know what I want anymore. Could someone just make the decision for me, whether it's making a case for purchasing it or making a case for me to pass on this collection? Like, just tell me what to do, because I don't know what to do anymore when it comes to Flower Nose. Okay, so the next collection is the Alma Viva collection from Kaleidos. I will be honest, I personally feel like I vibe with this collection a lot upon first viewing of it even. I'm not sure what Alma Viva exactly means, but I can just tell from the design it's gotta have something to do with like feminine energy, you know, feminine life force. Even the little abstract design on the palettes and whatnot, it looks like a uterus. I saw a lot of people joking about that. It looks like a female reproductive organ or something, but I think that's actually what they're going for, and I'm here for it, you know? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We should be celebrating the beauty of female anatomy. Why not? Why not? It's not done in a vulgar way or anything, so I personally really like the design for this collection. The color stories, I do think they're really pretty, but if I'm totally honest, it's not anything that I don't already have in my collection. So for example, the purple and black quad here, it's called Twilight Rush. I already have those shades or something very similar for sure. I'm thinking probably in one of my Odin's Eye palettes. Okay, so here, the Jewels and Gem palette from their Jord's Divine collection. You see, like, they have the same purples and then the gray down here and the purple glitter and even like the glittery black in the center here, which is not reading as black on camera, but yeah, it's like a blue black. Similar vibes, right? So I can easily get that smoky purple look from this palette if I want, and it's also in a formula that I already love that's super pigmented. And then the Venus Trap quad, again, this is a very commonly done color story. I'm sure it will be beautiful with the Kaleidos eyeshadow formula, which I have actually never tried before, but everyone is always raving about it, so I'm sure it would be great. But again, this is just like a typical, you know, Douyin cool toned pinky grayish color story, very similar to this Celestial Castle by Flower Nose. So yeah, I am intrigued, but in all probability I'm probably going to end up passing on this one. The thing about Kaleidos that makes it a little bit easier for me to resist is simply the fact that I've actually never tried anything from their brand other than their eyeshadow primer, the Kaleidos Tone Activator Primer. This is the single item that I've ever purchased from them in life. I added this one thing to my cart and I even paid shipping, which I never do, but this was the only thing that I wanted to try out at the time, so that's what it was. And yeah, that's kind of the saving grace with Kaleidos for me, is that it's just the fact that I've never tried anything from them before, so it's that much easier to just continue the status quo. With Flower Nose, it's different, you see, because I've already bitten a piece of the apple, you know, like I've gotten a taste of the forbidden fruit, and so now I'm like constantly in danger of falling down this slippery slope. Next on my list, I have this Plant Shadow Palette by Judydoll. So Judydoll is another brand that I've never tried anything from before. I don't think this is a new item per se, but it's something that I've seen heavily making the rounds on TikTok and social media. It's a highlight and contour palette, and then there's a cool toned version and a warm toned version. So actually the warm toned version is called Plant Shadow Palette and the cool toned one is called Wave Shadow Palette. I might go for the cool toned one because that one looks more, I don't know, actually. If I were to purchase this, I might as well get both. So yeah, again, the obstacle that comes into play with Judydoll or any Chinese brand really is that I would have to go through other arenas than the normal shopping channels that I'm used to get this. Like basically, Qoo10 is the most accessible website that I can think of for me in Japan to get my hands on Judydoll items. And I personally, I mean, I bought things from Qoo10 before, it's fine. The shipping does not take an outrageously long time, but you guys, Amazon Prime in Japan ships things to your doorstep within 24 hours or 48 hours at most. In most cases, like from the time that you place your order, you will 99% be guaranteed to have the item in your hands within a 48-hour time period. So anything outside of that, I'm just really not into it, okay? And it's getting to the point where like there used to be things in the past that I would really get caught up in the hype over and I would be willing to, and I didn't mind ordering off of Qoo10 or other like import websites. But these days, I don't know, I'm getting harder and harder to impress. Like these brands really gotta jump through some hoops and bring me something exceptional for me to wait more than 48 hours, pretty much. But the thing that I didn't consider that I just thought of though is that I am going to China next week. So I'm gonna be landing in Shanghai airport, and then I'm actually not sure what my dad's plan is, but probably like a bulk of the trip is going to be spent in my grandparents' hometown, which is really a really rural small town. I mean, it's a city, but it's very far removed from what you would imagine if you were thinking about Shanghai. So I'm actually not 100% sure if Judydoll would even be available in the stores in my grandparents' hometown. Yeah, all of these like Douyin, TikTok famous Chinese makeup brands, I'm actually not sure at all how the distribution works for them within mainland China, because some of them are technically cruelty-free, right? Which would mean that they are not allowed to sell on Chinese soil. What I'm trying to say is that just because a brand is based in China or produced in China, I guess it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be sold in China, even though I know that sounds really weird, but it has to do with the whole animal testing regulation laws over there. If I come across Judydoll though, I mean, let's be real, of course I'm gonna probably pick something up. Florte, I guess, would be another new hot Chinese brand that I would tack onto that shopping haul if it happens. But yeah, another thing from Judydoll, so this is called the Judydoll Watery Lip Gloss. I'm not sure about this formula because it looks like another one of those super thin Rom and style watery tints that I just don't know if it would give me that like very particular plumping juicy look that I'm looking for. Those of us that don't have naturally super plump lips or that don't get lip filler, I don't know just by looking at the promo pictures how well this formula would actually live up to my expectations. But I will say that this packaging is absolutely insanely gorgeous. It just looks like crystals encased in an icicle, and then that applicator itself is not a felt tip applicator. It looks like it's straight up metal. Super stunning and original. If I come across them, I might pick up one or two. Okay, so the next collection is the Barbie and Lush collaboration. I actually don't know when this is coming to Japan. I tried to search, but I couldn't really find anything. I know it's already out in the States or in the UK, but yeah, I uploaded a little mini haul of the Barbie merch that I purchased after going to see the movie. And in that video, I talk about how I've been like underwhelmed with a lot of the Barbie merch that has come out overall. Like all the makeup, clothes, and accessories collaborations coming out with Barbie, they all really fell flat for me this time around. I was really just expecting much more innovation and creativity with the designs, but I just couldn't find it in anything that I've seen so far. This Lush collection, I will say it is on the more impressive side of all the other Barbie collaborations that I've seen, but it still is not giving me that huge wow factor. Like if you look at all of the items that are being offered, why are most of them just basically writing on the Barbie logo itself? Like there's a bath bomb in the shape of the Barbie bee, the soap, I think that heart-shaped thing is a soap. It also just has a bee on it. And then the handbag, which actually looks really cute. That's one of the items that I'm considering to purchase if I can, you know, get my hands on it in time when it comes out in Japan. But again, it's just the word Barbie stamped on the handbag. So I'm kind of confused here because isn't there more to Barbie than just the text logo? Like give us that Barbie side profile head, you know, the one with the ponytail. At least give us that. So yeah, I mean, I am a fan of Lush products on the whole. I like their scents. The fact that it's, you know, mostly bath and body products, it also guarantees that I'm going to use it up and get my money's worth. So I will probably be inclined to pick up one or two things from this collection when and if it releases in Japan. It must. Like, it's freaking Japan. Like, how could they not release the Barbie collaboration over here? But yeah, what's going on with the Barbie design teams though? Like, why are they giving us the bare minimum? Is this their way of protesting? Is this like their creative way of joining that SAG actors boycott or something? I don't know. Can Make just released these little mini 8-pan eyeshadow palettes. I have zero interest in any of these. Actually, scratch that, I have a negative interest. It looks exactly like every single other ashy eyeshadow palette that they've put out in the past, except this time it's 8 pans, not just 4. Oh well. Yeah, I'm sure the Japanese beauty community is going crazy over these, and I say let them have it. Okay, I will not be picking these up. I will not be participating. No thank you. They did make the Plumpuku Coordinate Eyes Tearback specific eyeshadow palette permanent, it seems. So it used to be limited edition, but now I'm seeing it pop up again in stores, which tells me that they have added it to their permanent product line. So I went ahead and picked up a backup of number 2, which is the Sakura Pink one, I think. And yeah, this is my used one so far. Look, I panned 2 pans, okay? So this is one item that I actually do really enjoy and recommend from Can Make. It also reminds me of a Polly Pocket. It's so tiny and compartmentalized. Has anyone noticed that ColourPop seems to be eerily quiet these days? Like, aren't they known for releasing a new collection every single week? But I feel like they've been relatively quiet since the announcement of their Naruto collaboration, which was like almost a month ago by now, wasn't it? Yeah, I saw people complaining about this palette, saying that it did not live up to the full potential of the Naruto IP. I'm not a big anime watcher. I've never been into Naruto. I'm not even sure what the story is about, so I don't have a dog in this fight. To me, the eyeshadow palette looks pretty nice, honestly. I know some people were saying that it looks too similar to the Avatar palette or like the second Avatar palette. I don't know, but if you don't have that palette though and you like Naruto, I feel like this would be perfect for you. Am I going to pick it up though? No, I'm I'm gonna pass on this one. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on all of the recent releases that have managed to catch my eye recently. I'm still very I'm very into makeup. I'm very excited. I actually find a lot of the new releases that the Asian brands at least are putting out really impressive and really innovative. I haven't been checking so much for the Western brands lately because, you know, they're just sloppy and messy as hell, okay? They really cannot hold a candle quality wise to the Asian beauty brands at this point in the game, especially all of these new like C-beauty brands that are popping off now because of the popularity of Douyin makeup. And so yeah, I'm impressed with a lot of the new things that are coming out. Like eye candy wise, it is still very satisfying to me, but I'm just not as willing to jump through hoops as I was in the past to get my hands on some of these. I feel like the brands need to jump through hoops for me. Like they gotta prove themselves to me, okay? You want my hard-earned money? Well then figure out a way to deliver your items to my doorstep in 48 hours or less. I don't care if you're not a Japanese brand, like figure it out. Get some sort of presence in Japan if you want me to give your brand the time of day. So yeah, that's my attitude these days, and honestly I love that for me. And I think we all need to not be shy when it comes to raising our or maintaining our high expectations of these brands. You know, we're the consumer, we are the ones giving them our hard-earned money, and so therefore they need to prove themselves to us, period. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please do let me know your thoughts on what I should do about that flower nose swan ballet collection though, because I'm really battling internally on that one. It's the damn Black Swan red and black palette. I was totally fine looking at any other product in that collection, like the blushes, the liquid eyeshadows, you know, they all look very beautiful and the compacts are beautiful. But again, it's so similar to Jill Stewart that I felt like, well, I'm not missing anything if I pass on this one. But that vampire Black Swan color story, ooh, kryptonite, okay? So yeah, please tell me what to do about that. No, I mean like tell me what to do, okay? I'm not asking for your opinion, I'm asking for an order. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Let me know if you're interested in or planning on picking up any of the things that I mentioned today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!